how's it going? So this is Living in Boulder vlog. It's 7 to 9 in the morning. I haven't gone to sleep yet. I just had breakfast, had a wrap that I got at Whole Foods. Because I usually go to Safeway, but I went to Whole Foods today because I wanted to know if they had the roasted seaweed. I got 2 packages. The sesame is the best, but I love roasted seaweed, so I got all of them. Probably was kind of expensive, but I got the roasted seaweed that's made for wraps, but that's not as good because it doesn't have the salt and stuff. So, but I got a wrap, and that's what I just had. So, I haven't done a video. In a week. So since I did the last video, I think last time I was working on like history books. I think I finished those, but before looking through, I went and I started working on decline and fall of the Roman Empire, and well, some of the books, like finishing those, but I have 6 volumes. It's the only book that's broken up into different pages, but I was working on the menu page of that, and then before I could finish that, I was like, okay, fuck this. I got to go ahead and just do this other thing that I really want to do, because I'm doing all the books, you know, like important books, like all the history books until the year 600, like the fall of Rome, and then I went, you know, because I have so many books, I want to do important books, and so I was like, fuck it, I got to do. I was making sure my mic is plugged in. Oh shit, lost my train of thought. I have to do the Law Code of America. And so that's a big old project. I don't even know how big it is. I'm getting it off of the Cornell website right now. And you know, I'm making it my own way, because they have it all like really confusing. They have it mixed with repealed or whatever, and all these other ones are omitted, and I'm like, like boiling it all down. But I don't know how big this is going to be. It could take forever. So, like a month. I mean, there's 54 freaking chapters, and I started it yesterday, and I'm still working on the second one, and I didn't completely finish the first. So, yeah, like, but you know, you get faster as you go along. But because I had to figure out, you know, exactly how I wanted it to look like. You know, at first I was like including all these other extraneous chapters, and then I realized, because it has no actual real information, I need to cut those out. So, yeah. And then I want to do the Colorado Constitution and the Boulder City Charter and maybe some other ones. And then I guess just right now, for doing the video, like the UN Charter, you know, maybe even NATO. I don't know, but it's like I do one, and then I'm like, ooh, I have to do the other one just to see what it looks like, because I know what the other books look like. I think there's great value in having lots of different books looking the same way, you know, because you know what you're going to get, so you're already going to learn from it, because you know, and you're curious to see what it'll look like in that format, and then you know, once you see it in that format, you know what it looks like and all that stuff. And I'm learning about it. You know, because I think most people think, like, why would you turn the U.S. law code into a book, into something that you could read, you know? Because when you put it on my website, it's something that you can read, like, from cover to cover, because you just like, you know, Control A, select all, Control F, or right click, read, and then it just reads it to you, you know? Read the whole book. So to treat the book like a book and just to read the whole thing, that's an interesting concept. People might think, oh, that's like boring as hell. Well, not if you don't have all the extraneous stuff, like boring, repetitive, you know, stuff, and it actually is fresh and moves right through. You're hearing what it is, you know. So I think it's worth it. So yeah, I'm really looking forward. To that's the thing that motivates me, you know. The thing that motivates me to build it isn't like money making or making it for other people. I mean, that's the motivation, but the thing that keeps me motivated immediately is, oh my god, I can't wait to see what this is actually going to look like. Because compared to the other books, you know, like how many pages, you know, this is going to be interesting because it's got so many levels, you know, it's got like little, you know, little subsection. With my history books, the way that I have it organized is a new subsection gets another number attached to it. And I'm down to 5 numbers so far. And I'll probably do even more. So it's just, and I do it like color within color, you know, table within table. Hope it doesn't overheat my computer and I have to break it up to different books. But, because if you have too many tables within tables, it's kind of like adding text. It makes the page heavier. But what's going to be interesting is the menus, because each level you have in, that's a new menu when it's all titled. So am I going to have like 5 different menus? Wow. But that'll be amazing, you know, because you can have the computer read to you all the different menus, you know, the titles of all the different levels and to the law code, and it's the best way to learn it. So yeah, man, and then to do all the other ones too. Probably jump right into Colorado Constitution and all that other, but dang, dude, that's a couple months right there. But I think it's worth it. But so that's what I'm up to. So I was listening to Origins of Totalitarianism. If you go into my favorites and liked videos, you can see it. Origin of Totalitarianism. So I haven't finished the Trump book because my cell phone's fucked. I got a new cell phone, iPhone 10. I did all of the software reboot, and then I got a new screen attached, and then that didn't work, so I got a new phone, and it's still fucked. Somehow there's a bug in my system, so I'm like exhausted from dealing with tech support, so I'm taking a couple days off, but I want to get in and call tech support, you know. The guy who replaced my phone's like, I've never seen this before, where it passes everything, so gonna have to call them later. So what else? This morning I was working on my computer and I hear some lady bloody murder screaming. So I run to the window and I'm like, what? And I see this chick running down the road, and there's this car right in front of her. So it's like maybe she's like chasing the car, and I think I heard her say, "Stop him! Stop him!" So I'm like, what should I do? Do I go downstairs? So I go outside to see if maybe she got her like keys and phone stolen or something, but she's not there. But there's this other old lady standing outside the building looking at me like, I look at her and she runs back in the building, and I'm like, oh shit, I should go back in my building before some old lady calls the cops on me. So I run back, and some old lady's on the top of my building looking at me going like, are you involved? She didn't answer, and I'm like, no. And I run up, and she's like sitting at the top of the stairs, staring at me like in her pajamas, like maybe I'm a bad guy. I'm like, so I run away, and she's like, stop. So I stop. She runs down. She's like, what'd you see? And I'm like, I don't know. I saw like a black SUV driving down the road, and some lady running after it saying stop him or whatever. So, but then she runs down. Then I hear her talking to some other lady, like, I heard some guy say that he's a black SUV. So yeah, I guess if some ladies screaming bloody murder, people are interested in coming running outside. But that's good, you know. But it's crazy anyway. So I'm yawning. I was up all night. Maybe because I've been drinking energy drinks, I've gotten addicted to energy drinks. I did lose weight, though. I went to the doctor's like a year ago or whatever, and I weighed 202 pounds, but I weighed myself just a little bit ago, and it said 192. So I like lose weight. I'm not eating much because I go a long time. I mean, working. I screwed up by it's taking a long time to do this code. I thought maybe I could do it in a week. Then I'm thinking 2 weeks or more because I like at first I wasn't paying attention to what I was pasting on there, and I looked at it and didn't even know what I was doing, and I had to like delete a whole few hours of work, and it was a mindfuck for a little bit. But then I figured it out. So it's easy to get loopy and do the wrong thing if you're high all the time. I got a smoke stick, but I smoked it up already. It was like $35. It wasn't on medical. I needed to buy them on medical. But I think they're worse on the lungs than flour. But anyway, so that's my video after a week. I wanted to do a video that was an update on what I'm up to. And because I'm up to the new thing, working on the law code, if I add these two things in, this makes that whole history book project a lot bigger. My rules are history books until the fall of Rome, but if it's America and then contemporary law, then I'll do that. I'll throw that in. So anyway, so if I do a video in 1 week or 2 weeks, I'll be working on this U.S. law code. It's going to take a while, at least a week or two. So yeah, next time I do a week, I'll be doing this. Say, oh, hey. And I was listening to stuff about the U.S. Richard Wolff and who else? Robert Tainter. If you look at my likes, you'll see that dude's talking about. And then Mark Blyth. The Economist. That stuff's interesting. It's good that I'm interested in it because then it'll make it easy for me to. That'd be cool to make a web page about it, Anyway. Everybody's like, oh, there's the crash is coming, capitalism. Everybody cares about money, greedy. But then they don't have an answer, and I know the answer. It's bike school, so I want to come up with the answer. That's one motivation. That I'm watching this, and I want to make it on my website. Because the main thing is that you need to reward people for not being greedy, but for being really hardworking and working for stuff that's not money, but for your knowledge. That's why I do the bike school of knowledge, and then to make it fun, the athletics. So, and then get paid for it. Once you pay people for that, then you can make everybody do it, and then people aren't greedy for money anymore, and then the world's fixed. That's really the only problem. People aren't directing their energy to making the world a better place. They're directing their energy to making themselves richer. That's the only thing you have to do. So it's like, but that's how you convince people. So so I'm gonna go ahead and stop this video and upload it. To get to sleep. When I talk and I'm yawning all the time, I think that's a good sign that it's time to get to sleep. All right, peace out.